Hey guys, welcome to another New World video. Today we are going to be looking at harvesting. Harvesting in New World is the life skill that allows you to gather plant and other nature-based raw resources for crafters to use. These resources will be used by armor smithing, engineering, arcana, cooking, and furnishing. These raw resources will also be required by weavers and stonecutters as well. So you can see you'll have a very important job ahead. One of the biggest drawbacks of choosing to be a harvester is you will find it difficult to do anything else. Everywhere you go, you will see things just waiting to be harvested, and you will go off course almost 100% of the time. To begin, let's have a look at our tools. To start, you will be using a flint sickle. This is easy to make using a piece of green wood and flint at your camp. Very soon after, however, you will be ready to upgrade. So let's have a look at when and to what you will be upgrading to. As early as level 4, you will want to upgrade your sickle to iron. This is made by an engineer, so I recommend you head to your market and buy one. They are often cheaper to buy than the cost of materials to make them. Then, at level 19, you will be wanting to move on to the steel sickle. Things get more interesting now, as the harvest speed they can potentially offer starts to have a noticeable impact. Now, at level 34 to 39, you will be wanting to get yourself a star metal sickle. This will be your main tool till almost 55 in some cases, so it is a massive upgrade over steel. This tool will speed up your harvesting while leveling, which means you will level faster, so upgrade here as soon as possible. And finally, at roughly level 52 plus, you will want your orichalcum sickle. This will be your final tool. It offers the highest possible roll-on speed and the other perks possible. It is recommended that you always upgrade your tool as soon as you possibly can to maximize your speed leveling. So please keep this in mind as you progress with your character level. The perks you will want on your sickle will depend if you are max level harvesting or still wanting to level. So let's have a look and see which you will need. So for leveling, the first and most important perk you will want on your sickle is Horticultural Discipline. This will add 3 to 9.4% harvesting experience per node to your sickle, depending on the tier of the sickle you apply it to. This can be added during crafting by using a Steel Botanist Charm. The next perk you will want on your sickle while leveling is Azoth Extraction. This adds 30 to 78% chance to gain 1 Azoth after gathering a node, depending again on the tier of your sickle. And with the number of nodes you will be harvesting while leveling, this will really add up quickly. This is added to a sickle during crafting using a drop of Azoth. These two perks are the most important while leveling. Another thing to look at when getting a sickle is the gather speed. This can vary on a sickle depending on its item level, so be sure to check that also when buying for leveling. When you are max level and looking to use your harvesting to make gold and gather materials, things change a little. The perks you will want to have on your sickle here are Harvesting Luck. This will add 2 to 9.3% harvesting luck depending on the tier of your sickle, and is added during crafting using a Star Metal Botanist Charm. Harvesting Yield. This will increase your yield per gather by 10 to 19% while harvesting, depending on the tier of your sickle. It can be added using an Orichalcum Botanist Charm. And again, Azoth Extraction, because even at max level, Azoth is great no matter where you get it. There is no perk for your armor that will directly improve your leveling speed while training your harvesting skill. High Intellect will help, but that's about it. But as far as when you are max level, there is a set specifically designed for harvesters. It will always have high intellect and percent luck to get a rare while harvesting, but offer little else. The reason intellect is important to both a harvester trying to level and to a max level harvester farming is because of the perks it provides. If you place 50 points into your intellect attribute, you will receive plus 10% harvesting speed. If you place 100 points, you will get a plus 5% chance for 1 Azoth after harvesting a node. If you place 150 points, you will receive a 10% weight reduction for harvested items. If you place 200 points, you will receive a plus 10% harvesting speed. If you place 250 points, you will receive a plus 10% yield while harvesting. There is no 300 intellect perk that directly benefits harvesting, as it only reduces the cost associated with Azoth travel. If you can, you should place 100 extra points into strength for the plus 20 encumbrance perk, but perks 1 to 5 can be invaluable to a harvester of any harvesting level. You can also find or craft gear with the reinforced harvesting luck perk. This will add 2 to 5% harvesting luck depending on the tier of your armor piece. These can be found in chests, drop from creatures, or be crafted by armorers using the verbena leaf. The issue with this gear, however, can be that you will not always get the desired attribute along with the luck. Jewelers can also craft amulets you will be looking for as a max level harvester. They create these using a verbena flower, adding adored harvesting luck, which will give 2 to 9.5% harvesting luck depending on the tier of the amulet crafted. There are no amulets that directly directly benefit you while leveling harvesting, however, so in this case, again, just look for one with high intellect. There are a few perks that you can get on your bags that can be of benefit to you while leveling or at max harvesting. These perks are Weaver's Burden, reduces the weight of fiber, cloth, and sickles by 5 to 10%, added by an armorer using a verbena stem. Extra Pockets, you can hold 50 to 95 more weight, and this is added again by an armorer using a sliver of Adderstone. Alchemist's Burden reduces the weight of reagents, potions, and sickles by 5 to 10%. This mod is added again by an armorer using a Steel Arcanist charm. There are no potions that will benefit you while leveling harvesting, but once you are max level, you should always be using proficiency potions. These are made by engineers and come in a range of strengths. Weak Proficiency Booster increases your gathering yield by 5% for 10 minutes. Common Proficiency Boosters increase your gathering yield by 7% for 15 minutes. Strong Proficiency Boosters increase gathering yield by 10% for 20 minutes. And Powerful Proficiency Boosters increase your gathering yield by 15% for 30 minutes. Just like how as a miner you love potatoes, now as a harvester you will always be after corn. Corn is the primary ingredient in all of your harvesting luck foods, prepared for you by your local chef. These foods include cooked corn increases your harvesting luck by 1,000 points for 20 minutes. Cornbread increases your harvesting luck by 1,400 points for 25 minutes. Herb-crusted corn on the cob increases your harvesting luck by 1,700 points for 30 minutes. Breakfast bread increases your harvesting luck by 1,900 points for 35 minutes. And spicy steak pie increases your harvesting luck by 2,000 for 40 minutes. And for trophies, there are 3 tiers of trophies a harvester can have in their homes. These include the Miner Harvesting Gathering Trophy. This increases your luck by 500 points. The Basic Harvesting Gathering Trophy increases your luck by 1,000 points. And the Major Harvesting Gathering Trophy increases your luck by 1,500 points. These can be placed in each of your homes. And of course, you can own 3 homes by level 55, and they do stack. The Miner Harvesting Trophy is easy for any furniture crafter to make, but the higher tiers are a bit more tricky. The Basic Trophy will require a Journal of Aeternum Flora. This is a really rare component found in elite chests in 41 plus areas. And then the Major Trophy. This will require you consume the basic trophy that you had made, plus another even rare legendary crafting component, the Mercurial Token, from 51 elite chests. So you can see it will take some time to get them all to Major, but this doesn't mean that you shouldn't get them. Just place a minor trophy in each of your homes and enjoy the 1,500 luck you will receive passively from them if you have 3 homes, and upgrade later as you can. It's better to have some luck than to have none. The reason luck is important for a harvester is because it will increase the odds of you obtaining rare harvesting items. There are some thresholds that must be reached in order to obtain these rare items, however. These thresholds can be obtained by just leveling up your harvesting, but can be reached sooner with the help of the resources we talked about a few minutes ago. These thresholds are 1,000 points gives you the ability to harvest tier 2 and 3 rare fiber materials. 1,100 points will give you the ability to harvest flowers from magical plants. 1,450 points gives you the ability to harvest tier 4 rare fiber materials. And finally, 1,800 points will give you the ability to harvest tier 5 rare fiber materials. It's a little bit different when it comes to farm plants, however, such as wheat, strawberry, cranberries, broccoli, melon, squash, barley, potatoes, corn, carrots, and cabbage. There is a strange exception to the loot table rules with these plants. Instead of them giving you a rare upon meeting a certain threshold, they have a special loot container that is on their loot table. This means that if you meet the luck threshold, you will increase your chances of rolling this and getting a second harvest. So if melon gave you 5 and you rolled this, you could get 10 to 11. Leveling 1 to 200. Harvesting is a little different from other gathering skills in terms of leveling. You won't so much be basing which items you choose to harvest on skill required or zone, but more so on abundance and the XP per second spent gathering. Your best options to level quickly are herbs, berries, and blueberries, and later at 175 wire fiber. The wire fiber does take a very long time to harvest, but yields such a large chunk of XP, it actually becomes one of the best in the 175 to 200 range. The rule with harvesting when it comes to harvesting leveling is just if it gives XP and you can harvest it, you should be harvesting it, so you will level this skill very quickly. So now you are 200 harvesting and wondering how to use it to make gold. There are a few ways. Fiber is an amazing resource to farm for gold. It won't sell for a lot, but people always need it, so you will make your profit in selling in bulk. The tier 5 rares used to make phoenix weave also can be a great source of income when gathering, but these are RNG based and not consistent. One day you may get many and another you will see few. So your most sustainable and consistent income will likely come from herbs. Herbs are always a big seller because they are used in large quantities by endgame players both to buff their luck while gathering and for PvP foods and dungeons, so cooks will always be buying these. So my best advice would be to check your market and see which herbs and other harvestables are in low supply at high sell price and head out to gather those. The thing that will affect you here is that in New World, the plants are affected by which zone they are in. Some plants only grow in specific zones, and others like Hyssop grow in all zones but yield different items depending on the zone they are found. So I have included a list of zones and what you will go there to harvest. For Brightwood, herbs found in this location are basil, paprika, saffron, sage, and tarragon. The region-specific plant is slimy twistcap, and the pigment you can gather here using harvesting is black. For Cutlass Keys, the herbs found in this location are cinnamon, parsley, and peppercorn. The region-specific plant is tendril spine, and the pigment gathered here is yellow. For Ebonscale Reach, the herbs found in this location are ginger and thyme. The region-specific plant is void pitchers, and the pigment you can harvest here is violet. For Eden Grove, the herbs found in this location are cinnamon, dill, and parsley. The region-specific plant is cap tangled wisp, and the pigment gathered here is cyan. For Everfall, the herbs found in this location are basil, garlic, and sage. The region-specific plant is sun creeper, and the pigment that you can harvest here is orange. For First Light, the herbs found in this location are cinnamon, dill, nutmeg, and saffron. The region-specific plant is tanglewisp, and the pigment is magenta. For the Great Cleave, the herbs found in this location are garlic, nutmeg, and rosemary. The region-specific plant is cascaded gillflower, and the pigment harvested here is white. For Monarch's Bluff, the herbs found in this location are oregano, paprika, and peppercorn. The regional specific plant is worm, platecap, and the pigment you can harvest here is green. For Morningdale, the herbs found in this location are dill, parsley, peppercorn, and saffron. The regional specific plant is toadpot, and the pigment you can harvest here is yellow. For Reekwater, the herbs found in this location are ginger, sage, tarragon, and thyme. The regional specific plant is weeping shellbed, and the pigment you can harvest here is black. For Restless Shore, the herbs found in this location are mint, oregano, and rosemary. The regional specific plant is spinecap, and the pigment you can harvest here is blue. For Weaver's Fen, the herbs found in this location are mint, nutmeg, and rosemary. The regional specific plant is bumble blossom, and the pigment you can harvest here is brown. For Windsward, the herbs found in this location are ginger, mint, and thyme. The regional specific plant is fondant petalcap, and the pigment is turquoise that you can harvest here. If you are looking for a specific plant, alchemy nature resource, farm plant, or fiber tier, I have included a link in the description to the interactive resource map so you can plan your route based on your needs. So I hope this video has been of use to someone out there, and I will continue to post one for the rest of the gathering professions over the next few days to complete the series. I also have a larger video coming up for one of the crafting professions for that series as well, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.